Today's episode was sponsored by Loot Crate, the subscription box for the geek, gamer, and or nerd in all of us. For less than $20 a month, you get 6 to 8 items of gamer and pop culture licensed gear, apparel, collectibles, unique one-of-a-kind items, and more. Make sure you head to lootcrate.com/kindafunny and enter the code kindafunny to save $3 on a new subscription. This year, thus far, there have been crates featuring some exclusive items from Star Wars and Voltron, as well as epic geek apparel from your favorite shows. A crate all about strategy games, a crate all about covert operations, and there is only more awesomeness to come. Remember, you have until the 19th at 9 p.m. Pacific to subscribe and receive that month's crate, and when the cutoff happens, that's it, Jack! It's over. So go to lootcrate.com/kindafunny and enter the code kindafunny to save $3 on your new subscription today. Also, shout out to the Jack on Twitter who tweeted me thanking me for always thanking him in these Loot Crate ads because it's funny, and I like that. So if you're named Jack and you want to tweet at me, go ahead. But if you're not named Jack, don't do it. Well, tweet at me. Like, follow me at GameOverGreggy. You know what? Just lootcrate.com/kindafunny. Nick.
Oh, I get the
take
fourth
me
topic?
home. Yeah, yours is light.
Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one.
Bring me back, Nick. I want
this
something
topic
to
comes
say.
from our good friends over on Patreon. Justin.
/kinda funny. You can go there and support us to get your topic on the show as well.
Like Justin did, who says, "Hey guys, big fan. Who would have a better Freaky Friday? Colin and Greg or Nick and Tim? What would your days be like when you switch places?" Now, are you familiar with Freaky Friday?
Yes.
I am. Yes.
Okay.
Good.
So
Well, if the
before-
audience is. If the audience is.
If the audience isn't, it's trading. It's I like the one better, the Judge Reinhold, Kevin Arnold one better.
Not trading places. What the hell was that one?
Shit, I can't remember.
You're talking
anymore.
about Big?
There was a bunch of movies that came out in
I'm
like the
talking about
late
the
80s, early
Lindsay Lohan
90s when about body swapping. And there was one with Judge Reinhold and Fred Savage where he becomes his dad and his dad becomes him.
But that's the same
yeah,
idea.
yeah.
Consciousness is shift. So
Sure.
Nick's brain goes into
We
Tim's
both
body.
plug
don't even
something
know what
in
it
at the same time and like.
Yeah, exactly,
Right.
exactly. So now, before we get into what the days would be like, because I want to hear that, I want to go one by one and have the vote. So who has the better Freaky Friday? Which pair?
Better
Easily me
Freaky
and
Friday.
you.
I'm pretty sure it's us.
Easily
you?
me and you.
I don't know. I don't really feel like anyone has an advantage.
For
to be
sure, for sure, these two idiots.
You two
You and I would
exact
freak
same
out
life.
about it, and we would sit in a room and try to get it back, and we'd trace it, and we'd write about it and do all this stuff. They would immediately high five and go fuck each other's friends and girlfriends.
The first thing I would do if I woke up in your body
Look
is
at
I would
his dick.
text you and I'd be like, Tim, work your magic and get my wife to send me a naked picture. So that when I'm back in your body, I have that naked picture of my
Yeah.
wife. Because she just
I'm
will
pretty
not
sure
do
I
it.
could get it.
Oh, I guarantee
I'm
you.
pretty
You can probably get it
sure.
right now. Text her right now. And see if she'll send you. So she'll probably say a little nip slip. I think you and I would have, well, first of all, I would love looking forward to your life, to waking up around like 1.
Mm-hmm.
Eating whatever the first thing was that popped into my brain.
Burritos,
and making
probably.
Kevin go with me.
Yes.
It'd be nice to have a slave because Kevin is
You can
basically...
do all those things right
Yeah,
now
well,
in your body.
That's true, but at the same time, I have all these things that I've placed on myself, all these like weird rules and constraints. That, like, no, I can only have to eat a certain way,
Like half a
work
banana.
out, not do bad things in my body. Tim doesn't have those.
Mm-mm.
Tim is a young, virile man,
No fucks given.
and I would hope that it would be at a certain time where your girlfriend was visiting,
Mm-hmm.
because I'd get freak nasty with that.
Good.
Heartbeat.
Good.
Heartbeat.
Yeah.
And I would, because I'd be like, I would call Danielle first, and I'd be
Mhm.
like, hey, babe,
Tim,
I'm in
why,
Tim's body.
Tim, why are you calling me babe?
No, she would know it was me, because I'd be like, yeah,
She
I
would
would,
know
I would
instantly.
tell her to chillax, and she'd be like, Nick? Well, you're the only person that uses that stupid term. And I'd be like, look, I'm in Tim's body. No big deal. I don't know how I'm going to get back, but
I'm in Tim's body.
I'm in Tim's body.
The first thought your wife would have is, I knew this would happen.
Yeah, she would
Like,
know.
you
She would
guys,
know.
you're leaving me. You and Tim are going to go get married somewhere.
Yeah. But I think it'd be fascinating. I mean, say we're in each other's bodies for a weekend. You get to live, and you get to respect. You'd have so much more respect for me, I think, come Monday.
No.
Because you'd be like, Nick, I didn't fucking think it was possible to go back to Target that many times.
We
we
go to
forgot.
Target a lot. I don't think you know my life that well.
Oh my God. I have like Target mapped out. I know all the Targets. I know the city Target. I know the other one. I know where everything is. I know where the Lar bars are.
Mm-hmm.
It's important.
See, my thing, there's a lot of stuff that I'd want to experience as Nick, like having to go to the bathroom as much as he does. I would just like want
What
to
are
know what
these
that feels
shits
like.
like?
But it's like, it's not even so much
Lovely.
the need to go to the bathroom. It's that like that moment where he's like, I need to do it right now. Because I usually don't have that. Like I had to go pee earlier in the show. I drank way too much. I usually don't do that before shows. And I was waiting for the topic to end. Like I was trying to be respectful. But
But it went into overtime.
but then I was like, it reached a point I couldn't wait. But it's like with Nick, it's just like when it happens,
every
it's, like,
30
it's
minutes.
fucking. I gotta go. I just gotta leave
really
and just start
is.
this new life. But I also
Start
want
this new life.
I want to understand like just what's going on in your head. Like I don't know if I'd experience that or if I'd just be me in your body.
I don't think you'd have my certain sensibilities about different things, but you definitely get a little glimpse into my life, which I think would be fascinating. Just in that you've never been married before.
No.
And that comes with a certain set of criteria and circumstances that you have to adhere to. Namely, you're going to Target every weekend. You're not going to want to go to Target every weekend. You don't get to go to Target and then go to the Best Buy and hang out in like the electronics section or like the game section. You got to make sure that you know the difference between all the tides. Just all the tides. Exactly.
Yeah.
Let it fall because it doesn't matter because the tides are more important than anything.
I got it.
I get that. The moment that I have to go to a Target and I'm not allowed or supported to go to the Lego section, I'm gonna be really upset.
It's not happening this time.
And yeah, I have a feeling if I was with your wife, she wouldn't want to.
No,
see
you're gonna
Legos.
go because you got to go to Trader Joe's afterward.
Yeah, I don't like.
So you got to make sure you got to Trader Joe's. You got to make sure you get in the parking lot. It's annoying. She's not going to drive the car, so you have to make sure you're the one that parks, which adds
I
to
don't
it.
like parking.
It's bad. It's bad. But I think you'd appreciate it from the opposite perspective too, which is that obviously my wife's cool, so you get to hang out with her.
Yeah,
you get the intimacy of that, what I call, and this is a very different thing that you may or may not have in your life, the couch time, the chill couch time.
I mean, that's
where it's
kinda
just
my
you
life.
and your girl existing on the couch, not talking to each other. It's fantastic. Maybe she's got a book. Maybe she's got a Kindle. Maybe you're playing
she's
Metal
staring
Gear.
at the wall.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Sometimes she stares at the ceiling while I watch Arrow. Not a big deal. I think it'd be more fascinating to be you than anyone else, though, because you're young.
But what I'd be
you have lots of
interested in
sex.
is like I would love to the weekend's over, we kind of switch back, and it'd be like, so Nick, how was it? Like I want to know what you tell me. Like what adventures did you have? Because I know you'd bang my girlfriend. I know it. It's just that's a fact.
100%.
So, but it's like
100%.
When in Rome.
the first thing is you just kind of like jump into it. You'd go into graphic.
Would you bang my wife
detail.
though?
I mean,
we're talking about a weekend,
this
so
is like-
Saturdays is usually when I get it. So
It's getting real now.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna not do it if she
Yeah.
wants it.
Yeah.
Like if it's
but
normal.
you're banging her.
I like how the
It's so
first thing
weird.
both of you did though was tell the wife that the body switches happen, and she's like, "Well, fuck, you're going to Target and you are fucking me." Like that's just she's committed.
Yeah.
My wife's pretty pragmatic. She needs to get those weekend errands done, and sex is one of those things. So she's gonna.
So
do
weekend
that.
errand for your
Yeah,
life.
yeah, you're-
Sex with Nick.
That's pretty much how it goes. There's Target, Trader Joe's, weekend errand. Maybe see a movie.
I love this though.
Super
This
duper burger.
this would be good. I don't think our lives are that different.
No,
though.
they're really not.
I just-
Plus, we probably
I-
see each other that weekend anyway because we have to
Exactly.
film something.
We're doing some. Yeah, exactly.
Well, you for sure do 11 sex
The only
stuff
difference
with
would be I would finally like talk more than you do. Like I would just
That's
like
fair.
make sure I keep interrupting you as much as
That's
humanly
important.
possible.
Then
Well,
you
that's
wink-
my-
you
Just to
do
play
wink
your
at the
part.
camera, wink at the
That's my
camera.
Yeah, and then I'd wink at the camera a lot.
Yeah.
You're so good at that. This is funny. This topic's funny because a long time ago, I don't know if you remember this, Nick. We wrote a short for IGN that never happened. It was me and Alfredo where this happens and no one noticed the switch happened.
Yeah.
Because we're just the same person.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's what I'm saying with Colin and Greg. So if you guys switched bodies, you'd wake up, probably play some PlayStation.
Wait, so I want to be clear.
That's
I'm
pretty
going to
much
wake
it.
up in Greg's body.
Yeah.
With my consciousness.
Yeah.
Okay.
You probably wouldn't do it. I mean,
We'd
you might
walk into
to
each other's
Sprouts.
rooms and trade Vitas, so we had the right Vitas still, so we're still earning the right trophies.
And that'd be it.
That's
No,
bad.
that's, yeah.
That's pretty much.
That's pretty much
that is checked in. Every other PlayStation in the house has both profiles on it.
I mean, I guess if I was in Greg's body, I'd have to, look down and marvel at how small a penis he has.
and I looked down and marveled how large mine was.
Just
This
enjoy it.
Italian,
Just take it
Irish hog I got here.
What was it called?
This special blend.
The Event Horizon?
They call it the
Event
Event Horizon.
I guess I'd go in there.
Was it
I'd
the
have
Event
to-
Horizon or the Singularity?
It was the Event Horizon.
Event Horizon.
I'd go in there and have to slow jerk it just to keep it
Yeah,
in shape.
just-
I don't want to return it to Colin in bad shape.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be weird though? Because you would essentially be jacking off your friend at that
No,
point.
because you're experiencing and feeling it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
If I was
still,
jacking, if
I'd be
I was
looking at
jacking
Tim
off
in the mirror
this
'cause
dick
you know
and all the
sometimes you flex when you're in
sensations
the
were
mirror.
going
You're
to
like,
Colin, that's weird.
You know when you flex when you're in the mirror?
yeah, you're in the mirror. You're looking at yourself in the mirror. You're trying to get that tricep as fucking taut as humanly possible, and you're just beating that thing like it's the fifth round of fucking UFC title bout. But I'd be looking at you instead of me. It'd be weird. I would be weirded out. I would be weirded
I've
out.
never looked at myself masturbate. I just
you
want,
gotta do
I want
it.
that on record.
You gotta do
Oh,
it.
I look at myself and I'm 100% exclusively
Really?
masturbate looking at myself in the mirror.
Oh, all the time.
No, not really.
I believed it. I really
I did too.
I'm so attracted to myself. I want to
No,
put it in
I
my own
assume
ass.
you're. You're just one of those guys who's you're multitasking. You're in there. You're looking, thinking about your haircut, what you want to do with the beard.
I'm just thinking about putting it in my own butt,
Oh.
which is weird and not possible.
Well,
What would I do? I don't know. I would be interested. I don't know. I mean,
we would immediately walk in the living room and talk about it. And like, I was going to ride it out. I guess. Is there you think there's a time limit? What did we do yesterday that was out of the ordinary?
Is there
You
a
know what I mean?
lightning strike?
Yeah.
There's always a lightning strike.
Yeah, I feel like just the rules need to be set up. I mean, Nick
Well, who
just know
knows?
the
Yeah, you
rules.
don't know.
We're set. We just know
Yeah,
it's
it'd be
like
fine. It'd be-
you're down, I'm down. All right,
Oh,
cool.
it'd be
Let's
so
do it.
fun.
We're doing it.
It'd be so fun.
We're fine.
Yeah.
And we know what would happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We would just sit around. We'd do the normal thing.
yeah, I'd be.
Probably go to hard water.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that. I guess you guys are right. It wouldn't be that interesting. I thought it would be more interesting than it would be, but it's not. I've known Greg for so long and so intimately, and I don't mean that in a funny, sexual way. I mean, I just know Greg so well that it's like, I don't know that it would be that weird. I mean, I'm sure it would be very weird in many respects. Being a, slightly overweight 6'3" person would be a little different for me, but as opposed to a slightly overweight 6'0" person. Not being athletic at all, not being able to move and lurch around. One of the funny things that one of the funny things about Greg, that one of my favorite things about Greg is I know when it's him coming in. Well, there's not many people in this apartment, but I mean, Greg walking up the stairs, it sounds like a fucking giant is walking up the stairs, like a 1,500-pound fucking
I got tree trunks,
giant.
man. I got tree trunk legs.
It's unbelievable. I could be in my room, in my bed, door closed, sliding door open, so there's ambient noise coming in, playing a game or watching TV, and I hear him like clear as day coming up, and like it's so ridiculous. It reminds me of like there was this 80s. I don't remember what it was. There was this 80s like show that I used to rent on VHS at the library that was like took place in like this vivid blue house. And there was a giant that lived in the house with this woman or something, and he would walk up and down the stairs in a very similar. I'm trying to think. Someone out there is going to know exactly what I'm talking about. I can ask my siblings, and they would know. And that's what I always think about. I'm like, Jesus Christ, Greg sounds like he's 800 pounds and 7'7", walking up the stairs. So I'd like to get that experience as well. Mm-hmm. It would be interesting to have not be second fiddle to Portillo. That would be interesting for once. Portillo
You'd
have a lot of
newfound respect for me. Well,
Portillo has
put up with.
Portillo has a lot of downtime, and he and I hang out, but he's out like nobody's business when Greg's around.
Yeah, of course.
So it'd be interesting to
Daddy's
not to be like I'm the guy, I'm the dude.
Mm-hmm. Would you have to get the question for you though is how hard would it be to get used to all the salad that you'd have to eat?
Well, that's two things. There's a lot
Greg.
of greens being eaten, and I also have to deal with the ego. Now, it's not clear whether or not Greg's ego comes along with me, or if he retains his ego.
I think
You have to fake it. You have to
Yeah.
fake it for a while because other people would know. People would be aware.
And
Something
be
was
onto
wrong.
it. Ooh. See, that's a whole new layer to this. Are we trying to trick everyone else?
Well, see, again, I think that's where you and I would be totally fine because as similar as these two guys are, I mean, you could pass for me in a heartbeat.
Yeah, we could totally.
Just constantly try to have sex with my wife, and she will not. It'd be like a blitzkrieg strategy. She just won't have time to think anything differently. It'll be like normal, just normal.
But I mean, like, do
Potter,
you think we could do the show? You guys
try to
switch,
cuddle
we
with her.
switch. Do you think that we could the audience, we can get away
Audience
with a
would know
2-hour show?
something's up
Really?
for sure. The audience would know something's
Like
up.
my topic today is I read an interesting graphic novel that
Yeah,
I wanted to discuss with you about a character. About a man.
And I want you
Is
to
that-
some
is that us,
political
or is that
thing
you
I
two?
read on
Yeah.
Deadspin, and everybody's like, wait a
The
second.
second you say Gawker, everyone's gonna like Colin.
Not Gawker. What was it? What's the
Deadspin.
Well,
and then
Deadspin is a-
Grantland.
is-
Grantland's
Grantland's
dead now,
That's what
remember?
it is.
Deadspin
Grantland.
is a Gawker. Blog them.
Yeah. But you knew that's not what he was reaching for.
Yeah, I don't know. It would be easy to do. It would be fun because Greg and I can make fun of each other as we're doing it, like make caricatures of ourselves, which I think is fun.
Yeah, I feel like that would be really fun.
Yeah.
I would be very easy to make. I mean, I'm very easy to make a caricature of probably more than anyone at this table. So
Yeah, but not a caricature, sure, but not for a 2-hour podcast. I'd slip up.
Yeah, there's no way.
I wouldn't know anything about hockey. I wouldn't know anything about. I couldn't explain icing. We have somebody.
it's so easy, Greg.
They're like,
It's if you just throw the puck down the ice from behind the red line and
Right.
it crosses the goal line and no one touches it. It's icing. That's it.
Yeah,
It's
but
very
see, I fell
easy.
asleep already half in that thing. Like,
Why is that
even,
tiring
why
you
is it
out?
even a rule? I don't
Because the idea is it's the same with offside. You can have people floating in the neutral zone or in the
what about the phantom zone? Can
In
you have
the
them floating in
offensive
the
zone, and
phantom
they can
zone?
just. That's why offsides exists. Is the puck must enter the zone before any offensive player. Otherwise, you can just have someone floating there forever.
So the neutral zone is center ice,
It's between the blue lines, the neutral zone.
and the red line is the one at the.
The red line's
that's
the one in the center,
goal?
and then
Okay.
the goal lines are the ones at the edge.
All right.
So between the blue line and the goal line is a zone, the offensive zone, and
Sure.
the defensive zone, depending on who you're
Sure.
playing. The puck must enter the zone before any offensive player does, unless a defensive player brings it into the zone. That's designed to keep scoring down.
But what's the
Why-
goal line?
What's the icing?
I don't really like any of you.
Ladies and
It's not that
gentlemen,
complicated.
this has been the Game Over Greggy Show. Each and every week, 4, sometimes 5 best friends gather on this table, each bring a random topic of discussion for your amusement. If you like that, head over to patreon.com/kindafunny, where you can toss us a few bucks and get each and every episode early each and every Friday. Don't got no bucks to toss? No big deal, Dr. Jones. Head over to youtube.com/kindafunny, where we break it up topic by topic, day by day, until
Temple
we
of
post
Doom references, huh?
the entire thing on Fridays, video and MP3. Head to itunes.com/kindafunny. Subscribe, rate, do all that stuff so Tim doesn't cry. We don't need to cry anymore, Tim.
I cry easily.
Until next time, it's been our pleasure to serve you. Oh, don't sing
I
it,
love
please.
it. I'll
Don't
sing it
sing
for
it.
you right now. Star Wars, if they should bar wars, please let those Star Wars stay.